What is up? Welcome to the Next Guy Up podcast. It is officially the off season, so we made it. Congrats, everybody!
Congrats.
We did it.
Football is over for the year. We have basketball in full swing. NBA is on the All-Star break, obviously. College basketball it's kind of a nice where if you jump into college basketball right now, you kind of got a nice picture of everything, and you just got a month until March Madness. So
yeah, you get it for all like the good stuff. You don't have to kind of go through the slow parts of college basketball. It's just the fun times, end of conference play, and then March Madness right around the corner.
Love it. March Madness, electric.
The guys perfectly transitioned from Super Bowl into March Madness with their bets. I don't know if we wanted to talk about this or not, but they got a free bet thanks to Tens. I did not take it because I'm a coward. And I did keep up with what they took. You guys want to talk about it real quick? It was
free. Tens won me.
Shout out Xavier Worthy hitting the longest touchdown.
The last second.
Some garbage time. Yeah, exactly. We got a free bet, and then so we took a little 5-leg juice bag parlay where we took a bunch of heavy money line favorites
had to sweat out some of them.
Turned 46 free dollars into 100 real dollars, but yeah, it was nice. But yeah, college basketball, it's that time of year. Make sure you are in the Discord.
Tens is cooking.
I'm cooking. I'm doing all right. Had a 3-2 Saturday. I was hoping to go a little bit better than that, but some teams are cowards.
A win's a win.
Yeah, up is up.
Fact. Illinois.
Green Day. Yeah, Illinois, you're definitely on the list. I knew it was cooked whenever they had they retired. Now tell me this. This guy played for them last year. So Shannon Jr. Or Terrence Shannon Jr. That's his name, I'm pretty sure. He played for them last year. I think he played till he's a senior, maybe. I don't know. He's a very good player. He's in the NBA now. But they retired his jersey 1 year after being there. Is that a little quick? Like
weird. Yeah, weird.
But then also they displayed it upside down, so they should have just canceled the game right then and there. Like those.
I would
bad
love
vibes
to know who was responsible for that.
Somebody's fired.
They should have put him on a mic at the end of the game because one of the weirdest mistakes you could possibly make. Like how are you doing that and putting it up there and no one sees it and is like, hey, you made him, like that has to be one of the most noticeable mistakes you could ever. Like he stepped back to look at it and was like, looks pretty good. I just don't understand how that gets through. Like no one, maybe he just covered it up right after he finished it for the reveal, and that's why no one noticed it.
Maybe
it immediately got covered up or whatever. That just feels like one of the most egregious mistakes because it's so visible. It's like not a small mistake. It's not like it's not like a typo for his name or something. It was right. You literally hung it upside down.
In front of a stadium full. It was a big time matchup with Michigan State in house. Like how embarrassing.
That took a bad loss.
It was a primetime game. Like it was
morale was low.
Big Big Ten game of the day for Saturday. So yeah, that's just
it's
a bad way to start
at basketball.
Big Ten has always been bad at basketball, Zach, but somehow, some way we crown the Big Ten the basketball conference and let 10,000 teams into the tournament, and then by the first weekend they're all gone.
UConn bad at basketball.
UConn is bad at basketball this year.
Some people are saying
Dan Hurley might have.
John's good at basketball.
Just saying the Johnnies.
Girls on Tim's list. If you're in the Discord.
Yep, they are. They are on one of my long shots. The Johnnies are playing 90s style basketball with Rick Pitino looking like a mob boss on the sidelines. So.
It's kind of awesome. Yeah. I wouldn't mind a Rick Pitino, Rick Barnes showdown in the Elite Eight. That'd be kind of sick.
Why would you want that?
I was gonna say with Rick Barnes' record in the Elite Eight, why would we want that?
Maybe
you
you're
make it
betting
into
on
Elite Eight.
Rick Pitino dying on the sideline or something. Odds are not zero.
He's not going to die on the sideline. He's a vampire.
It'd be one of the oldest head coaching matchups.
It would definitely be.
some old guys right there. But yeah,
I'm just saying I don't want that to happen. There's a possibility.
Is there any conference? Is there any conference good at basketball outside of the SEC though this year? Let me ask you that.
I mean, ACC looks pretty down.
ACC's bad. It's Duke and
everyone else.
Louisville, and Louisville's just like okay.
Yeah.
The Big 12. They're Houston, Texas Tech, Arizona.
Houston, Arizona was a fun game on Saturday. It was a fun game. That was kind of like a Elite Eight type feeling environment and game. They're pretty fun teams to watch.
Rick Pitino is 71 years old.
I think Rick Barnes is the same. I think they're both 71. 71's young, guys. I'm just
70.
No one's
71 is the new 50.
I just know that Tins is going to TikTok that, and I'm going to end up clipped, and I'm going to get roasted somewhere on the internet by some internet commenters about.
We'll see if the app I use will clip that or not.
Every time I say something stupid, it always ends up on TikTok somehow.
This is true. You or me. It's never when Tinsley says something
the keeper
stupid.
of the clips is never putting his own stuff on there.
It's never Nick Sirianni's gonna be fired this season. It's never that. But that was a take that was
didn't
said.
Find its way. It didn't find its way on the internet somehow.
That was something said. And
listen, he was on the hot seat, and here we are. We'll see how he does next year without Kellen Moore. He's a Kellen Moore merchant. He's a coordinator merchant. I've been saying that. I've been saying he's a coordinator merchant.
It, guys.
Not doubling down right now.
Just for the Super Bowl against the Chiefs and kind of crushed it.
It was all Kellen Moore's shoot. Him going to the Saints though.
Yeah, the last head coaching job has been taken, and I don't know why Kellen Moore would do that to himself. The Saints is a bad job. They're like in the negative cap space wise. They have no quarterback. Kellen Moore played against Derek Carr in college, Fresno State and Boise State. And Kellen Moore's team beat the brakes off of Fresno State. Wow. Now he's his head coach.
How the table.
How
old is Kellen Moore?
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine.
I don't know.
He's not 71 years old.
He's definitely not 71.
His odds down on the sideline are pretty low.
Zach.
He's a couple years ahead of Derek Carr, I'd assume.
36. Dang.
Oh, that was
wow. Dang. Does that make him now the NFL's youngest head coach?
Let's look.
Okay, I know we actually have kind of a messing around Monday type episode today. We're transitioning into the offseason some. I have one more NFL thing to talk about though.
Okay.
I think we would be remiss to not mention the legendary run that our guys went on over Super Bowl week. Jameis. An absolute internet superstar. Super Bowl week.
Yes.
Got paid to just hang out in New Orleans and do a bunch of little bits and kind of roam around the city just making jokes and stuff. This guy's electric. Imagine hating Jameis Winston.
Imagine doing that. I couldn't imagine.
His worst take.
I don't hate
Jameis Winston hater.
I don't love how people treat Jameis Winston. Like he is. If he's the backup on your team, everyone's always just like, "Oh, Jameis Winston should be the starter. He's so great.
He's awesome.
He threw 30 interceptions in a year." People.
We never in a million years said anything about him as a quarterback.
This is not
mostly
me.
talking about
this is not
entertainment.
I'm not talking about you two across the screen from me right now. I'm talking about the people on Twitter that are all the time like, Jameis Winston's a top 12 quarterback. He deserves to start.
Listen, he's worth it just for the locker room vibes.
Exactly.
This guy. He was roaming around Bourbon Street. He was making jokes. He was like serving drinks at bars. He was eating beignets, and it was electric time. What a good marketing move.
It was funny
throw
stuff.
Him out there and just be like, let's throw Jameis and just let him cook.
Yeah, he's a hilarious guy.
Whatever you want.
We need to move some funds around and sign him.
Here's my take. He's going to end up being like, he needs somebody else. He needs one other person, but I think he's going to get plugged in like Shaq and
Chuck
and Chuck have been for the NBA. I think he's going to become that for the NFL. He's going to be like the comedy relief guy who just kind of says outrageous stuff, but it makes
Jameis Winston and Gronk on Fox.
Oh,
who wouldn't watch that?
That's pretty good. I was going to say
if he's with
Lynch.
Sherman, I'm good. Sherman's a loser.
Marshawn Lynch.
Marshawn
Lynch would be good.
Unhinged. Could you
That would be pretty funny. You know that Marshawn Lynch does a podcast with like 2 politicians out of California?
I feel like I knew they did a podcast. I've never listened to it though.
Yeah, like the 2 other hosts, like one of them's like a career politician and one of them was like it was like a news anchor. It's like the wildest like 3 people doing a podcast you could think of.
He
together.
also loves to be in movies.
Yeah, he's been in a couple movies lately.
Yeah.
What was one coming up? I think I can't remember which one it was.
Love Hurts.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it's got a guy from the Goonies who's like not been in a movie since the Goonies, and I keep hearing that ad all the time on YouTube.
I hear that as well. He's been in a couple of things, but
okay, listen to this. Speaking of, how about this dynamic duo? Okay. Antonio Brown and Jameis Winston.
I don't like Antonio Brown.
He does not need a mic. That guy.
He does not.
He has too much CTE.
He's cooked. Maybe a little bit of CTE is kind of funny, but you don't want too much.
A touch of it. He's got too much. I saw where he's spent all his money. He said he's filing for Chapter 12 bankruptcy.
Oh my gosh.
He was one of the highest paid wide receivers.
Yeah, what did he do with all that money? That's insanity.
It's gone.
Okay, so I do think speaking of dynamic duos, we have a draft today. It's coming up.
They call him the transition master.
That is what they call me. Mason set it up. We are doing a dynamic duo draft. It's the first draft in a while. I'm pretty excited. I've been cooking on this one. We are drafting any kind of things that go together, duos. And so maybe in the spirit of Valentine's Day as well. We're a little late.
Oh,
better together.
There you go.
Yeah, Valentine's Day, all-time made-up dumb holiday.
Let me get your takes on that real quick.
I went into Kroger to buy some flowers.
Yep.
Trying to be a good husband.
Right.
The amount of husbands in there buying flowers was just insane. Like big flowers makes out like a bandit. Big flowers and big chocolate and big jewelry are
you
just
go in the next day. It's half price.
It's all marked down. Yeah.
So Friday morning, I'm preloading. So peak's over for UPS. So I'm back to being a preloader for a little bit, and they call me at 7:45 while I'm loading trucks. Like, hey, it got down to you. Do you want to drive today? Last minute, I'm like, sure. So I had to be one of those guys who went into Kroger after work at 7 o'clock and find a card and some flowers for both my daughters and my wife. So I had to buy it's 3. It's fun.
It's expensive. Yep.
Racked up on me.
They gotcha.
They got me good.
And all the companies are laughing at all of us saying, we got your money. We got this holiday that you buy all this stuff. And the Valentine's Day chocolates are not good. Buy some Forever.
Yes, we all know you're in on the Christmas chocolates.
What do you mean Christmas chocolates? Those are Halloween candies. Forever shells.
I still think we're saying it wrong.
I will forever say it wrong.
So we do have a draft coming up. Before we get there, I think we've got some news to get to. We've got to catch up a little bit. Summertime news, some of our media news and things like that tend to ramp up. So we got some stuff to give you today. We got some press releases. We got some food for thoughts. We got to get you guys the news you need. We know we're your source. We're your primary source for news, and we take that job seriously. So
it's true.
If it wasn't for us, you wouldn't know anything that's going on in fast food or movies. So that's what we're here for.
That's a fact. Okay, so press release. Let's do some press releases first here. My first press release is recent. Last night, Team USA Hockey defeated Team Canada Hockey. So if you missed the match, here's what happened. The Star Spangled Banner was booed by the Canadian crowd.
It's been happening during all the NHL, like when the Maple Leafs play the Canucks, or anytime there's the Star Spangled Banner is played in the Canadian stadiums, they've been booing it. But last night it was big time.
Maybe they're mad about the tariff situation.
Well, it's tough getting a 25% tariff put on your head, and then we beat you in your best sport.
Mason, you want to break down the tariff situation?
I do actually. Let's give a breakdown real quick.
So
could
after
you
that
imagine?
happened and they booed our anthem, we don't need to go there. That clip will end up on the internet for sure.
Oh yeah, that's the
Tinsley would
AI
have put
clipping
that all
that
over.
one. I don't make the clips. The AI makes them, and it says this is
right.
I don't. I really don't. I
Even
upload
AI
our
knows we're
YouTube.
stupid.
The AI catches what it thinks will go viral, and then I just
clickbait central right here.
That's what it's for.
Mason breaking
down. Now that
tariffs.
we're talking about it, it will definitely pick this up. So good job,
Mason
AI.
said what about
it
the
won't
tariffs?
let us expose the AI. Okay, so after they booed the anthem, there were 3 fights in the first 9 seconds of play. I mean, it was kind of crazy. It was just fights everywhere, which is pretty awesome. I know Connor McDavid got a pretty good goal. That guy, good at hockey.
Turns out.
Yeah. But then he got hit big a couple times, got smacked around.
He's a guy that doesn't get hit a lot. Like, that's the thing about star players in AHL is you don't really hit them because then there'll be a big fight. But last night,
he got hit.
Didn't care. We
blew the national anthem. USA wins 3-1. And they played Freebird after every goal. Electric.
Very electric.
It's a good song.
And that's a dub for the boys. Shout out.
I kind of wish they would have played that Toby Keith song after one of them.
Which one?
We'll put a boot up your. It's the American way.
Oh, yeah. It's awesome. It's just my different patriotic songs throughout the entire thing. I like that.
I feel like that could have been fitting.
Sure, Lee Greenwood to come out and sing. Yeah, Canada. I appreciate that we kind of, you disrespect
stuffed
the
them in a
national
locker.
anthem.
Yeah.
You can't do that mess. I like that.
I do too. So you boo our national anthem, we're gonna stuff you in a locker. We're gonna fight you. We're gonna beat you at your best sport, and we're gonna still 25% tear off your whole country. Get wrecked.
I saw where they pulled the goalie at the end, and that's where we got the score, and it was donezo. It was game over.
I think we just have to get much better at soccer so we can do the same thing in soccer, because that's our weakness right now.
Not wrong.
If Mexico booed our national anthem, they would just beat us.
I think we normally beat Mexico in soccer.
Maybe we do. I shouldn't talk about things I don't know about. See,
speaking of that, Zach, break down the tariffs. All right, I did actually.
The last time we played, sorry, Mason, we lost 2-0, October 15th. But before that, March 24th, we beat them 2-0. So a little back and forth action with Mexico.
Okay. I wasn't completely wrong then.
No, you're only half wrong, which is, you know what? That's fine.
I like that. It's pretty good.
I'll take it.
At an average.
50%. Yeah, I mean, if
you're an all-time all-star right there.
Yeah, if you shoot 50% from 3, you're a Hall of Famer. So
bingo.
What are we doing here?
Okay, my press release. The amount of stores closing in 2025. Online shopping taking a hit. I actually want to turn this into a game. Do you guys know any of the franchises closing stores?
I do.
Argan.
Okay. That's on my list, but I'm sure
there's one next to my house that's closed.
Oh, okay.
Party City.
City.
Yes, Rip. Correct. Here in our town too. All locations are closing.
Yep.
There's another one in Cookeville.
Big Lots.
Big Lots, all locations.
Rip to my guy, Big Lots.
I saw that like 100-something Walgreens are closing.
Tough.
500 stores of Walgreens.
More than that. Wow.
Yeah. A store called Joanne.
Yeah.
500 stores. Okay.
It's kind of like Hobby Lobby adjacent.
Yeah. Kohl's 27 stores.
I hope the Cookeville Kohl's close. And if any of the people that work there listen to this, you guys are really rude to your UPS driver, I'll tell you. It was one of my stops for a long time, and I hated going there. It was like an inconvenience. I would get to their back door to drop off their stuff, and I'd ring the bell and ring, and no one would come, and then I'd have to call the front store, and they'd still be like, "We'll be back there in a minute." I'm like, I mean, I can just not bring you your stuff if you don't want it. Why do you guys make me wait here 10 minutes every time?
Good question.
So he hopes Kohl's closes. Is what I got.
Do.
He's praying on the
job.
Quicksilver, all locations.
What's that?
Advanced Auto. It's like it looks like a surf shop.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not a big demand for in-person surf shops.
I guess not. Advanced Auto Parts, 700 stores.
Wow. Can I ask about that? So, Advanced Auto Parts, O'Reilly's, Napa.
Yeah.
Why we have so many?
AutoZone. Why are they always right next to each other? All of them.
That's like Walgreens and CVS. They're always across from each other.
Why do the gas stations always go right next to each other as well?
Well, they'll compete on prices. Gas stations will like nickel and dime each other on gas, but like all those auto parts stores, they're all the same stuff.
They're all next to each other.
It's almost like they're
laundering money.
Like by being right next to each other, you're forcing people to kind of make a decision, and where if you went down the street, there would be if there's two right next to each other, you're probably getting about 50% of the business each. Where if you were in a slightly worse location, a couple of streets down, you may get 10% of the business, and the other one gets 90% if it's in a better location. So it's like we might as well just stack them up and just make people choose, and then try to be a little bit better than them next door, and then we'll win all the business. That's what I would guess. Yeah, it doesn't feel like a good idea though. Still,
obviously not. They're closing like 700 stores.
700.
That's why they're like, wow.
The good old Family Dollar
stores right next to
Family Dollar.
Yeah, 300 stores. This is a shocker on my list. Macy's can't survive the online shopping. It's honestly what it is, right? Everybody's going on Amazon, getting it cheaper and for free shipping. Huh?
They're not all closing, are they?
66 stores. So no.
Okay. Yeah, I was listening. Shout out to another podcast. They're in no way in competition to us. This is the Freakonomics podcast.
They're way below us on the charts.
We're not that. But there's an episode about Macy's, and the idea was that they were all going downhill, and the Macy's Day Parade was like the most valuable asset that the Macy's Corporation had, like by far. In that all of the real estate that all of the retail stores sit on was worth more than the company is as a whole. Like if they sold all of the real estate, it would be worth more money than the company's worth. So I'm not surprised by that. They'll probably keep their main location in Times Square, but I would not be shocked to see them. Yep.
Bite the bullet. Go extinct.
Rip to my guy Macy's. Mr. Macy.
Mr.
Okay. Is that it, Mason?
That's it.
Wow.
Rip, you know what you don't hear about anything closing? Fast food places. And that's why we'll always have a job, boys.
In big.
There's always gonna be news to break.
Okay, speaking of breaking news, this is the biggest news out of the week, probably. Sony animated movie being produced by Steph Curry called GOAT. By the picture they've released, it looks to be an actual goat who is playing basketball. The tagline is "This kid's got game," which is like a kid is a name for a baby goat.
Right.
So it's kind of a play on words there. From the people who brought you Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and producer Steph Curry. I literally know nothing else about this movie except for what I've just told you. So
he sent that in a group text, and I've never seen it thumbs down more quicker.
I'm not a fan.
I'm not a fan.
Is it because Curry was calling himself the GOAT?
If that's what he's trying to imply, then like...
Is that why you thumbs downed it? Why'd you thumbs down it so fast?
I just happened to have my phone in my hand when I saw Steph Curry was the main producer of a movie, and I said, I don't like that.
Steph Curry? Okay.
I'm just down.
Yeah. I'm just not a Steph Curry guy.
Okay.
My last person. Golden boy reputation when he's out here throwing mouthpieces at refs. And, he's just...
Steph might be cooked a little bit.
Yeah. He's definitely not putting up triple doubles at the age of 40 like some guys in the NBA.
Oh, okay. We don't have to do this here. One day, Tim.
I'm
gonna bring on a ringer. I'm gonna bring on somebody who could debate you, and it's gonna be awesome.
What about Steph Curry being better than LeBron James?
No, LeBron.
We know you're doing the LeBron thing, Tins. You don't care about Steph. Okay. Next,
we were talking about Steph. I was just saying.
Yeah, but you brought up LeBron immediately.
I was just doing a comparison. One guy's 40 years old doing triple doubles, and one guy's like 34, like his team's picking at the top of the draft this year.
He does this thing where he's like, I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. I'm just bashing the Titans. That's what he does. Like he's like, oh, I'm just stating a fact.
What are we talking about here?
But usually you do.
I'm bringing up the fact
that this is a Titans-free podcast.
LeBron is way better than Steph ever will be.
Okay, we're done. Okay.
How about Michael Jordan?
My last press release.
Mason's the one doing
this got released this week. And I think they're going to do this for most big pro sports, but there is an NBA app on the Apple Vision Pro, which kind of felt like it just died pretty much immediately after release.
Yeah.
Not great, but
especially
it's
for
a pretty
price
cool
point.
Feature here. First price point was bad. Basically, you are watching the NBA game happen live from like up above it, and you're looking down, kind of like you are sitting at like mid court. Maybe like 25.
Maybe you're sitting on this, or like you're on the scoreboard. Like, you know how the scoreboards in the stadiums are like above the court?
Yeah.
It's like you're sitting up there somehow.
Yeah. It is. It's cool. I mean, it's a cool feature. Cool. It's got the stats and stuff, and you can kind of see the play. You can stand over it if you want and kind of see the plays develop. I can see this being cool for like Formula One. I think that could be a cool thing. I think it could be cool for the NFL. You can watch plays develop. Baseball maybe would be kind of boring, potentially. Some guy that doesn't watch a lot of baseball.
I don't know how you can jazz up baseball.
I think it's a fun thing. NASCAR, maybe. Sure.
Ooh, NASCAR could be cool.
Something that needs like a full, like, NFL watching it, they obviously have to stay on the quarterback because that's where all the, but you are missing some of the, if you are into, like when we go see a game in person, I do like to sometimes, like for a play or a couple plays, I will have my eyes just set on like a wide receiver cornerback matchup. So it's nice that you could see it, like, and you were talking about NASCAR, instead of just the camera following like the lead, you can get the whole overview of the entire track.
See, I think
now someone's coming up to the pack or something. Yeah.
I think it would be awesome.
You're missing that.
I think what we'll see is where like each car would have a camera in it, and so you could like
pick the
switch
car
through the people, so you could see the car's view, and then you could also see like the overview of the track and where everything's at. I think it could be pretty sick. I mean, I don't think that would be that hard to do. Just put a camera in each car, and they already have those in there because they flip to them. Where you could go and something crazy was happening, like somebody's engine was blowing up, you could go to their and like
pit crew or
see the reaction and stuff, and you could. I feel like that's going to happen probably.
Yeah, there's some good possibilities with that. I agree with that about football. It could be really cool because that's the one thing you do miss when you're watching it on TV is it's just on the quarterback, and then like they throw the ball and you're like, oh, what's happening? But when you're a person, you like can see like, oh crap, that dude's open. He's about to hit him. Like you can see it develop a little bit better.
I also think something that would really change how people perceive like the entire game of football would be if you just put a camera like on the quarterback's helmet.
See
to
what
show
he sees.
like what their perception is, because I think people would. I mean, even for me, if I watched it, I think it would illuminate kind of like how tough that job is, and what
it's a tough job.
I think it should be cool. I've seen some like POVs before where running backs have like cameras on their helmet too, and it's very cool to see them like find holes and hit it and see their perspective. I think that would. I
feel like they've done it in the USF. Or the XFL or the USFL?
I saw it in some league. I mean, obviously, you don't want it to impact play or anything, but I think it won't be that hard to just put it, even if it wasn't live, but if you could access it later or something.
Yeah, that would be cool. There's a lot of people that like would love to have stuff like that for like after, like during the week, just like going and watching how the quarterback saw everything break down during the week. Like football, there's an endless like wealth of stuff people will watch. People will love watching. Like the behind the scenes of Hard Knocks of like the guys in the front office talk about contracts and trades. Like, there's no amount of content the NFL can put out that people won't watch. Like me and Mason sit and watch the NFL draft for 15 hours on a weekend.
Not wrong every
year. Like we watch till the 7th round, and we're not the only nerds out there doing that.
True.
I like the mic'd up stuff where they mic up the players and they'll show the next season. Like they'll record for the whole Sunday, but you do see it throughout the week. That's why
they have to like edit it and cut it up and stuff.
Yeah, you can't get it live on the.
I feel like that'd be the same with the video. I feel like they could do that.
Yeah,
for sure.
So just some ideas I've had,
If you're listening, NFL, Zach is
at NFL. I'm willing to manage it for you.
He's trying to throw his hat in the ring of entertainment
good ideas,
management coordinator guy. I don't know what you want to call it.
I'll change the game. Hit me up. I'll also accept the XFL or
make sure you clip this
UFL
Chat GTP bot, AI bot.
Yep, maybe go viral. Okay, were there any other press releases out there? I know we had some food for thoughts.
Yeah, no, I've just got food for thought.
Okay,
I'm gonna pass on my
do as well.
Okay, food for thoughts.
Who wants to go first?
I've got one because it's the most American thing ever.
Love that.
Let's hear it.
It's back, boys. The KFC Double Down Burger, where the buns are fried chicken patties, and in the middle is chicken, bacon, and cheese.
It's like triple down, kind of. I mean, there's 3 chicken patties there.
It's 3 pieces of fried chicken with cheese and bacon.
That's a lot.
When can you get this and try it on the pod?
First time in 5 years. It's going to be released this summer. I will be trying it, obviously. This came out. I feel like this came out like around COVID, and that's why it didn't do well. That's the reason why it didn't do well.
I remember it coming out, and I was like, "Woof."
I remember us talking about it on a different program.
Yeah, same.
You know what they're missing? Mashed potatoes for some reason. I feel like that would make it even.
Put a little mashed potato on there. A little mac and cheese, maybe?
Mac and cheese would be good. Probably.
Mac and cheese?
Yeah. I could be in for that.
Fried cheese. It's a heart attack waiting to happen is what it is. And I'm definitely going to eat one.
There you go.
I can't wait for that food review by Tinsley. Check out our social media. That's where you'll find it.
Okay, I got some more KFC news while we're here, actually.
Oh, okay.
KFC has launched its own private jet service called Zing Air. I don't know what the name means. Don't ask me. I have the headline here, folks. The service is available through a giveaway where winners will be using it to attend Super Rugby games. I don't even know. There was a Super Rugby League. But if you go look it up, because you can get in on it. Why is KFC sponsoring rugby? I truly don't understand that either.
Yep.
Like I said, I've just got the headline, so.
Leave it up to Zach to just read a most confusing headline that has no explanation of why they're doing what they're doing. Oh man.
Okay, it's KFC New Zealand. Sorry, KFC New Zealand is that's why it's
okay.
It says fans of the Super Rugby in New Zealand have the opportunity to experience another world first transport venture from the fried chicken phenom. Wow, what a sentence. KFC New Zealand has an actual private jet service, and they're using it to transport a select few to Super Rugby matches in the country. Dubbed Zing Air after the restaurant's famous Zinger burgers. I don't know what a Zinger burger is, but I kind of want to try one.
So this is
KFC New Zealand.
Okay. I'm looking up a Zinger burger.
What is a Zinger burger? And why is it called a burger? Have you guys seen that? Oh, that should have been a headline. Have you guys seen this conversation piece around the internet lately?
So this is just this is just how they call it, a chicken sandwich.
Okay. So yes. Have you seen
in New Zealand
the discourse about basically it was people not from America making fun of Americans for not calling a chicken sandwich a burger. They're like the whole rest of the world just calls this a burger,
but it's not a burger because it's not it's a hamburger is a burger.
Yep, that's the argument. I guess internationally people call any kind of like
sandwich
meat like that on between two like rolls, which is like a burger.
Like a hamburger bun.
Not like a sandwich, but unlike sandwich bread. But if it's like buns, they call that a burger, even if it's chicken.
Here's my counterpoint is America is good at food and the rest of the country sucks at food. So we should be the leading people of what things are called. You ever seen those TikTok videos where the British people are like waiting in line for their food truck, and it's just a dude selling baked potatoes with baked beans on them, and they call that cuisine? They eat that stuff up. Like, no, they don't get to name things. They don't get to make fun of us. And if they want to keep making fun of us, we'll beat them at their best sport.
Like hockey.
Ask the Canadians what happens when you keep on messing with us. We will get good at your best sport and beat you at it.
Tim's got the entire world's cuisine. That's a take, folks.
Clip that.
A lot of people might say that the United States has stolen a lot of cuisine from a lot of other countries.
And made it better.
What would you say to that?
We might have taken it and made it better.
Okay. What did we make better?
Everything. Pizza.
We made pizza better?
Yeah.
In Italy?
They don't even eat pizza in Italy. They make fun of us for that.
What about like frozen spaghetti meals and stuff? I feel like our spaghetti are much worse.
Yeah.
You're a big spaghetti guy?
I'm actually not. Morgan made some new pasta dish the other night, and I just told her, I was like, I just can't get excited about pasta dishes. I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm just not. It's all the same crap. It's just marinara with a different kind of noodle and a different kind of meat. Like, it's all the same thing to me. I'm not getting pumped for it.
He's not pumped for it.
He
wasn't walking to a meal jacked up.
I was not. It's just all the same to me.
Not even Alfredo or pesto, or it's not just marinara.
It's all the same. It's all the same. It's just a sauce with noodles.
He's out.
He's out on it.
I'm always wanting something else right after.
That's me and Panera or salads. I'm always hungry after I eat those.
Yeah, that's not real food. Those are appetizers.
You heard it here
first. Just like soup apparently is an appetizer. You guys hear that dumb Campbell's commercial with that idiot guy? And the catch line is always soup that eats like a meal. Soup can be a meal, you dingbats. I had potato soup for dinner last night. It was awesome.
Dingbats.
Who's the idiot guy? Who's that guy?
That Jason Kelce guy that won a Super Bowl. His team won a Super Bowl after he retired. Wow.
Yeah, that's the other weird take Tins has. Tins is out on Jason Kelce and Jameis Winston. I'm
out on Jameis Winston being named top 12 quarterback when he's a backup.
He's the most popular guys like in.
I find Jameis Winston hilarious. Jason Kelce is only popular because of who his brother's dating.
Oh boy. Since he made one comment about the Jags and you've held it against him.
No, he made a comment about the people from Jacksonville. Our whole city is a bunch of dumpster dwelling people. When he plays in Philadelphia, which their fans are known for being just the worst people on earth.
Whole playoffs, I just saw videos surfacing
Philly
of
scumbags
just being so horrible.
No, that's what they call themselves. They call themselves Philly scumbags.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
And he said people from Jacksonville are dumpster dwelling people. Just because our football team is bad doesn't mean you have to do that.
How do we do this again? How do we go off?
We always end up back here somehow. I don't know.
We were talking about soup, and then I was talking about how soup can be a meal, and it reminded me of that dumb commercial.
Okay.
Sweet Baby Ray's is releasing a new sauce.
More than 6 degrees away from Jason Kelce slander.
That combines two of its fan favorites, barbecue and buffalo wing sauce. It's called a Buffacue sauce. The new buffalo barbecue sauce features the smoky flavors of award-winning barbecue sauce mixed with the cayenne pepper-filled buffalo wing sauce.
Mm-hmm.
It's barbecue with a buffalo kick.
Two things. I love Sweet Baby Ray's buffalo sauce. I use it for my wings all the time. I am not one of these guys that feels like you have to make your own buffalo sauce at home. No, Sweet Baby Ray's has a very good product at $3.98, and I will buy it every time. I'm not going to make my own
Frank's
sauce.
Red Hot.
Frank's Red Hot is fine. I'm not. There's not really a buffalo sauce I don't love, but Sweet Baby Ray's is good. It's my go-to.
Okay.
A lot of that stuff for dry seasoning or sauce, you try to make it from scratch, and you're spending triple the amount that it would take.
Yeah.
And there's good enough, and there's plenty of options to where you could buy it. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure making your own is great, but If there was just like a small market, but you could go down that aisle and pick from 50 different sauces or dry rubs.
I love the sauce aisle. That's like even if I'm just going into Walmart for like certain things, it doesn't matter. I'm going to take a trip down there, and I'm more than likely buying a new barbecue sauce to try.
There's so many new different things to try.
Tim's, while we're
this
here,
will be one of them.
This is an opportunity. Do you want to go ahead and shout out your new venture?
No,
we're waiting on that.
Yeah, we're gonna wait because some other things are going on right now.
Okay,
but thank you for offering the platform.
Okay,
do I even know what's going on?
I'm gonna start maybe selling barbecue from my house, but some UPS stuff is going on, so might have to wait a second.
Okay, sorry.
No, that's good. Thank you. Thank you for
coming soon.
Coming soon. My second thing was when Mason, when you started saying all that, I was like, you've already talked about this, but that was before we recorded. So I had like a little deja vu moment for a second.
No, you're good. Yeah, I brought it up right before we started. I'm excited about that. I want to try it.
It's going to be good. I'm definitely going to try it.
On the shelves in March, everybody. So,
just in time for March Madness.
That's right. Should we do this draft?
I've never been more ready to draft.
I was born to draft.
Okay, what's the odds of this being a controversial draft? I thought about this beforehand.
I mean, we're just drafting 2 of anything, so I don't.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens.
We'll let the people decide.
Zach, explain the rules.
Insert Mason asking if we're going to do 5 picks right about now.
Guys, it's been a while.
How many picks are we going
to do? I'm going to re-download my spinner app.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Okay, so we're doing a true snake draft. This will be 5 picks each. There are no additional rules here, so we are just choosing our favorite duos. This can be people, fictional characters, foods, other stuff, football players, sports athletes.
Yeah,
anything. There's literally no rules. So
0 rules.
That's where we're at. I'm going to spin this wheel, and we're going to see what the order is. Is this important? Is there one of one?
I was going to ask the same thing.
There's a lot of. I have a long list.
On something because I'm afraid it's not going to come back to me. So let's find out what happens.
Choosing first is going to be Mason.
Oh, they knew. The spinner knew. It's been a while.
Will be me.
Yep.
Which means Tens is on the turn with the 3rd selection.
That's good. I can get a vibe for how you guys are doing.
All right, folks. You ready? Mason? 1 of 1?
I think it's because I know how much everybody likes this cookie. And I feel like nothing beats it when it comes to in my general opinion of desserts. And I'm going to go Oreos and milk as my dynamic
Specifically
duo.
Oreos?
Specifically Oreos.
I had that combo on my list. I enjoyed some Oreos and milk.
I had cookies and milk in general.
I don't know what we want to do about that. I don't care if you want to draft cookies. I don't know if we want to say.
I don't.
Okay.
It's dead.
It's dead. Oreos specifically and milk. Okay. Just an elite combo. That's one of my favorites. There we go.
Love it.
Okay. Pretty confident about that.
Okay, my number 2 overall pick. I'm going from the world of food as well. I'm trying to get a good combo of some different types of things here. I am going peanut butter and jelly.
Yep.
One of the most classic combos out there. One of the greatest sandwiches. It always hits. It's kind of hard to beat. It's kind of sweet. It's kind of salty.
Do you have a little bit of everything? Jelly?
It's kind of a perfect amount of. It's not super heavy, so you can eat it and still feel pretty good. You can change it up with the different types of jelly, and it pretty much always is going to be good.
Yep.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Strawberry, grape.
You just don't see them like they're almost always together as well. You don't no one's gonna make it just a jelly sandwich or just a peanut butter sandwich.
Right.
It's pretty much always.
Are you guys a certain brand of peanut butter exclusive? Or will you mix it up?
Not
You're okay
really.
with that?
I don't have to. Yeah, I don't have
Yeah.
to. I like crunchy sometimes as well. I don't mind the crunchy.
I'll throw that in there too.
Not always.
How about you,
I don't have to have one type though.
I'm a Skippy's peanut butter only type guy. I won't eat pretty much any other peanut butter sandwich on my sandwich.
What about the combo where they pre-mix it?
Never. That's terrible. It's out.
What about Uncrustables?
Uncrustables are okay.
I will say Nutella is also. Love me some Nutella.
Well, what are you talking about? Well, Nutella is not.
It's not.
No, we're just talking about other food.
Oh, dang it. No, go ahead. Sorry. We were just talking about the sandwich that we were getting there. Yeah, go ahead. Okay.
Okay.
Good pick, Zach.
Thanks, Mason.
10s?
All right. I'm going to go with chicken wings and football.
There it is.
I like that.
Some wings and football. I feel like that's a go-to. And then let's get away from food here real quick, and let's go with Ash Ketchum and Pikachu.
Oh,
yeah, that was on my list.
They've been together 20 years.
Wow,
20 plus years. Every show, every movie.
I had to write out for this pick if it got to me. The franchise consists of the video games, animated series, films, and obviously the trading cards. The whole Pokemon franchise is worth up to $98.9 billion in revenue.
Wow.
It's crazy. Pokemon cards we've been into here lately, it's blown up even more. Nice pick, 10s. I was going to take it, but I was too worried about my Oreo. Was Oreos going to come back to me?
No, yes. I was.
Okay, yeah.
It would. No, I would have picked it right there.
Yeah. Okay. Good
Oreos
pick.
and milk was my number one food combo.
Yeah. Wow.
I love Oreos and milk. That's like me and Macy's. Like when Macy was little, from like 2 to 4, she was a really big mama's girl. Where like if Morgan went to go do anything, I had to be like, "Hey, we can have Oreos and milk since Mom's gone," and that would prevent her from crying about it the whole time. Awesome. So now anytime Morgan's gone, she's still like, Morgan had an open house today, and she's like, "Hey, we trying to have some Oreos and milk?" I said, "Yeah, let's do it. Let's run it."
I like that. Okay. I think for my list, I really wanted to focus on things that weren't things that like went together, but both were on the same level. They worked together. It wasn't like a sidekick situation.
Mm-hmm.
This is the one pick that maybe goes against that, but I think it's good because I think both characters hold their own for different reasons, and I think that they go together. My pick here is going to be one SpongeBob SquarePants and Patrick Star.
Okay, it's not who I thought you were about to go with there.
No, I didn't think so either. I have one that I'm also going to pick.
I've got a couple of fictional character duos that I like.
No, that's the top one.
That's a good one.
Everybody knows me. I'm a SpongeBob fan. Yeah, that's a good one.
Patrick,
good pick,
underrated.
Zach. Underrated. Okay, I'm locking in my pick with. It's going to be Mario and Luigi.
Yeah, that was on my list for sure.
Is that who you were thinking Zach was going to pick? Okay. I also had a write-up for this. Obviously, Super Mario Bros. Movie came out 2023. This debuted in 1981 as an original arcade version of Donkey Kong. That's where the two characters were first showed up in. I didn't know if you all knew that or not. Obviously, the franchise has spawned over 200 games, various genres, and several sub-series, including Mario Kart, Mario Party, Mario Tennis, Golf, Paper Mario, and my favorite was it wasn't Mario Kart, but what's the one? Did I say Super Smash Bros? Yeah, Super Smash Bros was also one of them. So that is I'm locking that one.
Classic.
Love it.
It's classic.
Would you have a second pick, Mason?
He sure does.
I sure do. The turn. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm going to get so much hate for this. Ooh, you know what? I'm going to lock it in because everybody knows this is me. Yes, Ferrero Rocher and Halloween candy. I'm just kidding. It's going to be a large movie theater popcorn and large soda as my combo. Or popcorn and movies. I don't know what you want to do there.
Yeah.
Tinsley, I know Tinsley's thought on popcorn.
I had movies, theaters, and popcorn. Or watching a movie at the theaters. And
I guess I was trying to group them all together. Like soda and...
You got the soda and the popcorn, I guess, and you're looking at a wall.
The problem is...
people just imply they know what you're talking about there.
The whole issue is if I went popcorn and movies, you can't name me somebody that could eat a whole bucket of popcorn or eat popcorn without a soda. So I needed soda in there.
I think it would have looked better on the graphic if you would have just left off the soda, because that's kind of like
popcorn.
Yeah.
Too late now.
It's tough break for you.
That's tough. Because that'd be like me saying chicken wings and ranch. Like, it's implied that I'm going to dip the wings in ranch while I watch football, but
you guys, come on, let me change it. Let me change it.
Locked in.
It's good.
And I know the guy who's going to make the graphic too. He's for sure just going to say movie theater popcorn and large soda.
Make sure you put the large in there. It's got to be the...
now I'm going to do small.
What the... I'm pretty happy with my list so far.
Interesting. I'm playing a game of like when I think other stuff's going to come off the board.
Yeah, I've been doing the same thing
now. Okay. I don't think 10's going to take this, but I got to stay true to myself a little bit with this one. I'm going chips and salsa.
Chips and salsa.
Classic. One of the greatest.
Taco night at my house.
I feel like we drafted this on something else before too, because we had a huge little... Somebody was trying to do queso, chips, and salsa.
Sounds like someone tried to use a triple dipper.
It sounds like a triple dipper situation.
Chips and salsa. One of the reasons I love going to Mexican restaurants is just you get the big bowl of unending chips and salsa. Chips.
Zach's tried to find the end of that bowl too. He pushes those Mexican restaurants to their limit.
Yeah, you got to get your money's worth out of them. It's just one of the greatest combos, and I can eat it literally. If I have chips and salsa put in front of me at any point in any day, I'm gonna eat them.
Zach,
so this is a personal pick a little bit. Still got to stay true to myself, but that's my pick there.
What's your favorite chips and salsa from like a certain place?
I like the most generic chips and salsa from any Mexican restaurant. So,
okay, there you go.
But specifically the kind that's at the table for free before you get your food. That's when it tastes the best.
Chili's low-key has the best chips and salsa.
I like their chips.
If you have the Chili's rewards, you get them for free.
It's true.
Or if you get the 3 for $10, use it as your appy.
Also that. Chili's, once again, just out here just being the best sit-down restaurant in America.
If they would stop the inflation of the 3 for $10,
they made it 3 for $10.99. That 99 cents really got Zach hot.
They had the best deal in restaurants, and they threw it away for 99 cents. I hope it was worth it, Chili's.
I bet they think it is.
Wrong. They lost all my business.
You're probably the only one.
Good. Good thing I have a highly impressionable position on a big podcast.
We've interacted with Chili's positively because every time they post, we get a notification on our TikTok that says, "Hey, you interacted with Chili's."
It all commented on us one time. Dippers. Was it the triple dipper thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, that's when they commented.
Okay. 10s?
All right. I'm going to 2 picks. I'm going to go with a fresh order of Wendy's French fries and a chocolate frosty.
Ooh. It's a good one.
Because that's a good combo right there. Some would say elite.
Good. I do like that.
And then I also thought of one while we were talking, and I didn't type it in here real quick, and now it's gone out of my brain. So now I'm really mad. Because it was going to be a showstopper. So that sucks. So now I just have to go back to my list.
How do you guys feel about the Frosty situation right now where Wendy's is trying all these new flavors? Is it
I'm here for it.
I'm here for it.
I work with a guy who is an elitist, like hardcore chocolate only, or else it's like a sin to America.
Well, I guess you better move up to Canada.
Yeah,
I bought the little keychain where you get a free. I know it's like
it's a great
basically
deal. Yeah.
It's a pretty tiny, but
it's a good lunch portion of a Frosty though.
Yeah,
you don't want.
But I bought it for $2, and it's pretty amazing.
Pretty good Christmas gifts.
Yeah,
Shout out! I did. I bought a bunch of them. Go ahead.
Well, they've got the Girl Scout cookie one coming out at the end of this month.
What flavor?
I was wondering when it was coming out.
Thin Mint.
See, I want to eat that.
And then Snack with Zach, shout out, friend of the program. He released a video yesterday talking about how Wendy's is going to be doing candy add-ins towards like the summer, where you can do like M&Ms or whatever.
M&Ms could be good.
Oreos or something in your Frosty swirls.
Huh. I don't know about that. It's kind of.
You don't know about that?
I don't know. I feel like the whole thing with the Frosty is it's like a traditional. It's not got the fancy
thing.
like.
Yeah, I don't know that I want
type stuff.
Yeah, I agree. I think I agree with that. I like the new flavors. Like I like trying them, but I don't want an Oreo Frosty. Like, I don't think that's.
It's also the reason that like McDonald's machines are always jacked up and stuff. I feel like we're headed the same direction. Just give me. Just make sure the Frosties are on tap. We're good.
I think they just don't want to serve ice cream.
Yeah, that could be true. I like that. I like the fact that the Shamrock Shake and the Frosty Thin Mints are going to be going toe to toe a little bit.
Ooh, that's true. Maybe
like
McDonald's. I went through McDonald's the other day. They didn't have they had the advertisement up for the Shamrock, but you got to the menu, it said unavailable. I said, "Oh wow, what a surprise!"
Shocked. Personally shocked.
Shocked.
Okay, Tim's, is that yours? That
was one. No, that was just one, and then the other one was the one that was right here in my brain, and now it's gone.
Oh, yeah.
So he's killing time a little bit, trying to see if he could.
A little bit. I was glad you guys hopped in on that Frosty talk with me. That helped.
I was trying to save you, Billy.
So now we're going to go with. Pizza on a Friday night. Friday night pizza. You've had a long week at work. You're getting lazy. You're picking up pizza on the way home. You call the wife. You say, "Hey, Pizza Hut is inbounds."
Does it hit different on a Friday night more than any
personal
other?
pick for Tins, but
I was gonna say great. I don't. I think I'm okay with it any night, not just Friday night.
On a Friday night, you're kicking off your weekend with a pizza night, a little movie action.
You can't agree with this.
I mean, I don't think it's bad. I mean, I picked chips and salsa. I don't think everyone's
he's gonna hate me about give me hate on the popcorn and the drink, and then he's gonna say just specifically Friday night.
I thought you could have said movies and popcorn.
You could have said it better.
But he could have said pizza and something else instead of just on a Friday night.
But it's like it's a whole vibe. Like our Friday night, what are we doing this Friday night? Oh, we're gonna have pizza.
Like tacos on a Tuesday night, maybe.
Right, that could also be a thing. But
not for me.
No. But pizza on a Friday night. You're kicking off your weekend. There's no sports on. There's no sports on. So what do you? Oh, I'm sorry. On a Friday night, I have to. I'm not going out. Mr. No Kids. You're going out. Probably some fancy dinners with your millionaire restaurants with your 6-packs. Like, no, I'm picking up pizza and we're watching Bluey at the house on our Friday night.
He's the working man's dinner right there.
Just on a Friday night. Can't have the pizza on a Saturday.
You can have pizza whenever you want, but it hits different on Friday night to kick off your weekend.
Friday night, Mason.
Zach, the fact that you're taking
about it on a Friday night. It's just something special on the Friday night.
If I said that, you guys would have arrested me.
Personal pick.
So was my popcorn and drink, and you all were like, wow, this is going to go on the graphic.
Mason, are you going to go eat popcorn and a drink just like for your lunch hour on Wednesday?
You picked a movie theater.
That's why I was trying to change it. It was implied that it was the movies.
You can't get up 3. This is a dynamic duos. We're not doing the 3 Musketeers draft here.
Ridiculous.
Coming next week, 3 Musketeers draft. Okay, my pick coming up. I have 3 fictional duos. No, I've got 4 on my list right now. No, 5. I've got 5 fictional character duos on my list still.
How's there 5? But it's dynamic duo.
I just remembered the one too.
I'm only gonna pick one more, I think, for my list.
It's not gonna get back to me either.
And I'm going with a classic. See, this is gonna be tricky. I don't know which is gonna look better on the graphic.
He's gonna do it right here.
I want to
just do what you want to do.
I'm picking Scooby-Doo and Shaggy.
That's a really good one.
That's a good one.
Duo.
That's not the one Tinsley had.
2 characters who play off each other. They're best friends. They're always ride for each other. They're kind of surrounded by smart people and stuff and then they always just end up solving clues and they always end up doing the right thing. They get to eat snacks together all the time. They're always just eating stuff. Scooby-Doo and Shaggy, great duo.
That is a very good duo.
Okay, I'm also going the fictional character duo. I'm going to go, and this one's just a personal favorite. I think there's like 4 movies, but nothing beats the original, and that's going to be Shrek and Donkey.
That was on my list.
Just a funny group, dynamic duo there. I could watch that movie right now, and I'm 31 years old. Or you could watch it when you're a kid, and there's adult jokes in it. You just go right over your head. It's for literally anybody, but pretty funny. Shrek and Donkey. My last one, I feel like I'm going to get booed out of the arena for this, but I'm going to do it anyway.
We're in an arena?
Personal pick. We sure are. We're recording this at a Mercedes-Benz arena right now. I'm going to go Kevin Hart and The Rock. Starred alongside in 5 films together throughout their career, including 2 of the Jumanji reboots, which I like both. I'm a fan of both. The DC League of Super Pets, which I've not seen. Fast and Furious, Hobbs and Shaw, and Central Intelligence, which I've also seen. And they're just really good friends. They've done skits and done commercials and done things outside of the... So I'm just going to go with that because they seem like a genuine, actual like dynamic duo, like friend-wise, not just a fictional character.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Good pick. Great pick, Mason.
Thanks, everybody.
It's a good one. They're like size difference that makes that relationship.
Yes. And they've just done funny things. I don't know. It's just funny. And they make fun of each other. They'll do impersonations of each other. It's just, yeah. So there you go.
And there's not like a third leg of their duo that has to be like implied. That's being involved in the duo.
Also, you were talking about the size. Kevin Hart next to The Rock, but if you've seen The Rock next to the Shaq, like next to the Shaq, Shaquille, this Shaq.
No, he makes The Rock look small.
Yeah, exactly.
Shaq is like just a humongous human being.
Yeah. So there you go. I feel pretty happy with it, except for the movie theater part.
This actually rolls right into my pick actually pretty well here. I really wanted a sports duo, and I was thinking of the greatest sports duos of all time. And this one just kept coming back to my mind because of how they played with each other and how their games work so well together. This was on my list before Mason did anything just now. This is what I was going to pick here. I'm going Kobe and Shaq.
It was on my list.
The duo, they
literally right there.
Two of the greatest NBA players of all time at their positions, playing together at an extremely high level where it was almost impossible to stop both of them at the same time. Just an elite kind of matchup there. I think it's been done other times, and there's been other duos, obviously, in the NBA, but I think their
nothing like them though.
Dynamic was pretty incredible. Yeah.
Had they not broke up, like they would have won who knows how many times. Like they were insane.
Kyrie, Anthony Davis. The next Shaq and Kobe, some people were saying.
Yeah, Anthony Davis played one game for the Mavs before he got hurt. Shout out Mavs. Way to go. Mortgage your future. You're a win now team, right? Win now. Go trade for Anthony Davis, Mr. I never play games in a row. I'm always hurt.
Mr. I'm always hurt.
That's what they call him. Okay, 10.
I've heard him be called that.
So we didn't pick Tinsley's pick, it seems like, because he was not grimacing in pain.
It's back around.
No. I kind of don't know if I want to do it because there's one I wanted to do. It was a personal pick, but I already did the personal pick with the pizza on Friday night combo.
Elite.
Mason hates
all right. Mason's not allowed to have pizza on a Friday night ever. Mason, when you have like 6 kids one day and Jalen's like, hey, just pick up pizza on the way home. That's what we're doing tonight.
Cooking a 5-course dinner tonight.
I'm gonna hear about it and I'm gonna say, nope, sorry, Mason can't enjoy the easy Friday night pizza.
Go out to a restaurant and drop like $100.
It just makes it seem like that's the only night that you can have it on, though. And
it's just it hits different.
Any single...
Yeah, okay, I'll take a pizza any night either.
I believe in you. You got this. What's your last pick? I've been curious to hear. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go with Woody and Buzz Lightyear.
Yep. There it is.
They've been together a long time.
It's like an opposite Shrek situation. Yeah. Same with Shrek and Donkey. They're like totally different characters, but they work together because of that.
Yeah. Little yin and yang vibe.
I like that.
Did we have any outside looking in?
I had at least 3 other fictional character duos.
I want to hear it because there's a lot of them.
I had Bert and Ernie, which is one. That's like on my long list. But I had 2 from the Star Wars universe. I had C-3PO and R2-D2.
Yep.
And then I had Han Solo and Chewbacca.
Yep. You think about that, but yeah,
long time pals.
Yep. Both of those were on my list.
I had if Shaq and Kobe. Well, I didn't think that the Oreo. I didn't think I was going to get one. I didn't think I was going to get what I got, but I also had if Shaq and Kobe wasn't going to be there, and I needed a basketball duo. I didn't know if it was going to be controversial to have MJ and Scotty because I feel like everybody says that's a dynamic duo.
That was a dynamic duo. Michael,
let's not. We can't do this.
Listen, I was just saying. Nobody picked it. I think NFL is a little harder to do dynamic duo.
It was.
I had Tom Brady and Randy Moss.
Yeah.
Other than that, I didn't have any other NFL ones that popped off.
Peyton Manning and Marvin Harrison.
Ed Reed and Ray Lewis
for the graphic, but yeah, that's good.
But that I didn't think that would play well.
If you did head coach and you could do Bill
Belichick and Brady.
Yeah.
I had cheeseburger and fries.
Yeah.
I was kind of surprised no one picked cheeseburger and fries. That feels like a good combo.
I also had hamburger and hot dog together.
You could have done cheeseburger on a Monday night.
That's not a thing.
Surf and turf?
Surf and turf.
Surf and turf on a Thursday, yeah.
Ice cream on a hot summer day.
Hits.
On a Sunday, yeah. A Sunday on a Sunday. You could have had an ice cream Sunday on a Sunday.
This guy's just lashing out because I won't let him have 3 picks on the dynamic duo draft.
Mason, did you just want us to put in movies and popcorn?
No, it's fine. I'll keep what I had.
Yeah, that would have been a great pick. I would have been like, oh, wow, you just won the draft. But instead, you had to have the soda.
I just couldn't imagine sitting and watching a movie without the soda, eating a whole bucket of popcorn. I've been so thirsty.
Mason, Infinity War Endgame?
Yeah, surprised you didn't go there.
I was gonna do that. I like the characters. I thought the fact that I was able to get Mario, Luigi, and Shrek and Donkey, I felt like I liked that more than the movie combo.
Thanos and Infinity Stones.
Sure, should have done that.
Killing half of the universe.
He did do that. He wasn't a bad guy. Some people have said.
Who would have been? I was having trouble with a duo in the Marvel universe because I was like, who's the best duo? And the only one I could think of was Rocket and Groot. It's the best duo, surprisingly. I
mean, Batman and Robin was there,
but that's
more of a sidekick, which is why I didn't do it. I guess you could do Joker and Harley.
Yeah, they're partners.
I heard that second movie didn't do so hot. Did we talk about this?
It was a musical. I think we did.
Made.
Yeah.
I did White Monster energy drinks and myself.
Monster energy drinks and Flamin' Hot Cheetos. Elite gas station.
You should have done
that's a good road trip snack right there.
I did a road trip and a hot dog, a gas station hot dog. Shout out to one of our previous drafts.
You can find that on our TikTok, Mason eating a road road hot
Microwaves
dog.
and M&Ms.
Yeah.
A hot car and M&Ms, yeah. We should just do a draft of previous bad draft picks. That's what we should do.
It would
all
take
a lot of homework. We'd have to go listen to some old episodes.
Yeah. Crunch
a lot of Mondays.
Okay. I like that.
All right.
Good work, everybody.
Good draft.
All right. Well, yeah, make sure you go on our Instagram and vote. I'm going to try and figure out how to do that.
We got to get the Instagram up. We need the people to vote. I feel like this could be a hot one.
This one
I feel like our picks are pretty close.
They all were good.
We've all got maybe one weird pick that is probably not going to resonate, but then I think we've all got 4 solid picks.
I don't know what you're talking about. Who would have a weird pick on there?
I feel like my chips and salsa one's not going to hit super hard, but
no, that's a combo.
You think that's a good one?
Yeah. The people of America love chips and salsa.
Yeah, I personally do.
I do love a good
chip and
cheese
salsa
dip too.
Consumed every day.
I like queso when it's good, but when queso's bad, man, is it just a bad time.
Bad. I mean,
nothing worse than a bad queso.
My love for chips and salsa started because it's usually free. It's a win.
If it's free, it's for Zach.
Me. That's what I always said.
It's for me.
Okay. I think that's an episode, boys. We will be back. With some more talk. We still have some sports going on. We still have college basketball. We still have NBA, college baseball, defending national champions, Tennessee, women's basketball. It's all out the sports. We got plenty of sports happening.
Golf.
There's some golf today.
NFL draft and free agency will be here before you know it. Me and Mason will be breaking all that down for sure.
Some serious tank talk coming up, I think.
Me and Mason might love the draft more than we like the regular season most seasons.
I think we should. Oh, that's what I was going to do. Check out next week's episode. I'm going to crunch our numbers of our NFL number of wins competition we did, because I have a feeling it was a landslide loss for one of us. I feel like there's a punishment involved somewhere, so we have not been tracking that, but I think we got to hold people accountable.
Do we have a punishment? Oh no.
I think somebody drafted the Panthers
and the Jaguars.
I don't remember the punishment. Well, I went with the sleepers. I picked the teams in bad divisions I thought were going to win. Sure. Oh no.
So we got to do that. We got to do some dynasty updates.
No one wants to hear about the dynasty.
I didn't get the full points for the Super Bowl, but I was there at least.
Bummer. Darn. You're so...
Okay. Well, we'll see you next time, everybody. Have a great week, and we'll see you next time.